Yay! Monday Madness. What's going on, everyone? Welcome.
Hello, boys.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Hey, Blue Jay. So, welcome everyone watching. Welcome to the premiere Monday night show where we talk about movies, rumors, and more, and we make fun of Blue Jay when he's here. No, I'm just kidding.
I thought that was DL.
Well, DL's not here, so I can't make fun of DL.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't stop you with Dom, for the record, but
Dom said he'll make his return next week.
Okay, so if DL's not here, I can do.
There you go.
Oh shit!
Let me
fucking chat by the time I change my photo picture. No way! I'm so.
Hey, Taladia.
Hey, sorry, I'm a bit late.
What's going on?
it's all good.
Okay.
And this is for the owl.
Good God.
And this is for the owl. I am Brucifer, and this is my
life.
He should really trademark that.
I don't think he can.
No, I don't think he can either, but it was a good idea.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. The timing on that was perfect.
The timing up was perfect. I didn't.
That's great.
So he disappeared. DL disappeared for a whole while.
He disappears off the face.
Do this real quick.
He disappears off the face of. He disappears off the face of the planet, which we can't even see him.
Oh gosh, that was hilarious.
We're just making fun of DL. He's a very good friend of the channel.
Yeah,
he has great
great
content. Yes, and he has very interesting takes on everything, from movies to video games to just life in general. And check out his channel. I am DL on YouTube. So, and he's gonna sue you for copyright infringement.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Oh, wait, I just got a claim on my channel. No, I'm just kidding.
Honestly, whenever we do a casting thing, DL always has the funniest takes on casting because it's always an all-black cast, like, you know.
That's me.
Produce. Oh, that's you. So I love that. I find it hilarious. Produced by Ryan Coogler or whoever. I love that. Like Harry Potter, all black. Friggin' hilarious.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I think DL's most iconic casting was when we casted Harry Potter. He actually found 10 to 12-year-old actors to put in his slides. I was having such a hard time finding actors that young.
It took me a minute to find them myself.
Oh, speaking of childish, we have another guest.
I was supposed to try to call my mom, but I figured I'd come in here for a little bit. My mom, she didn't answer, so maybe she's sleeping. We'll see what's up.
Watch your phone gonna ring right at the time you come on.
Yeah, no, but it's cool. My mom's really cool about this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to do one of those casting things for DL, but I've always wanted to pick the movie,
Yeah.
DL's a little bit of a control freak.
No, not DL. But I will say, we did have the gaming awards announcements today.
It was fucking. That shit was fucking AIDS, bro. Like, I knew like three fucking games, man.
Are we gonna talk about it? Because I know Maki was debating on.
Well, I didn't really care about. I didn't know that was happening. I was just kind of like, okay, they're just gonna announce some games anyways in this game award later on, so I don't care about the nominations.
I just
the nominations
I'm
was
just
very controversial.
If Concord or Dustborn made it into it.
It's always controversial. I think award shows are always going to get controversial.
Yeah, I think so too.
Can we just stop for 2 seconds and my boy Kingsport Cal's in here. Can we give a shout out to my boy Cal? That's my fucking boy right there.
Hey Cal, what's going on? DL, I take my casting very seriously. I have pitches for most of my casting.
Mm-hmm.
Lucifer and Mama Bear, James Gunn about to cook.
Sure.
So here is Game of the Year nominations, and they are Astrobot,
Mhm.
Balatro, Black Myth Wukong,
Happy to see that
Elden
in there.
Shadow of the Earth Tree, which is ridiculous because DLC should not be considered for Game of the Year.
Yeah, I
Final
think that's
Fantasy-
weird. I think that should be its own category. I
Yeah.
really think
Yep.
DLC should be its own category or
Yeah.
expansions.
Agreed.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Metamorpho, and that's pretty much it. I think Silent Hill 2 should have been there instead of Elden Ring.
Yeah, it's a considered remake. I heard the Astrobot stuff's really fun, but I haven't tried it yet. But that Black Myth Wukong, that shit looks so fun.
I've seen several playthroughs of that, and honestly, absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
Between the characters themselves, the backgrounds, everything. I love that they took this iconic legend from that mythology and turned it into this phenomenal game.
Yes, I believe it's Journey to the West with the Monkey King.
Yes.
Yeah. It looks great. It's just buggy as fug.
Instead of that DLC, they should have put Sparking Zero. That's my opinion on that.
I haven't played it yet, but I'll take your word for it. But I just want to mention this. So someone had the idea of putting past winners for Game of the Year up on all consoles.
Please tell me Baldur's Gate 3 wasn't one of them.
Nah, it's just by the year. Jeez, look at this. Whoa! Oh, these are nominations for Game of the Year. This is insane.
Wow.
You're definitely going to use it in your anti-Xbox argument.
That's over a decade, and never once did any Xbox material even get a fucking win.
Oh my god!
No nominations, even? Are those X's means no nominations?
No,
This is nominations.
Oh my god!
Wow.
What do we have here? We have 2013. We have Last of Us, and was that Mario Galaxy? No.
But everyone knew Last of Us was going to win that year. Like everyone knew that.
And then I can't tell what that one is under the Mario.
Not a clue.
And then we got, huh?
Not a clue.
Oh, that's looks like Monster Hunter.
Yeah,
What?
Monster Hunter. Wow.
I didn't like that. I never really, and I've always wanted a game like that too, where you play that style where it's one monster against everybody. But it didn't connect with me. I didn't have fun with it.
And then 2015 we had Bloodborne, Super Mario Maker, X for Xbox. Then 2016 we had Uncharted 4, 2017 Horizon, Zelda, Mario Odyssey, 2018 Spider-Man, Uncharted, 2019 Death Stranding, and what is that? Is that Mario Kart? I can't even tell. 2020 there was Ghost of Tsushima, Last of Us Part 2, Animal Crossing, maybe? No.
Which one?
Did Tsushima win that year?
I believe.
Yeah, that's Animal Crossing, probably New Horizons.
Yeah,
Animal Crossing one.
And then
that might be the best game I've ever played. No joke.
I play it every day.
And then we have Ratchet and Clank, Metroid Prime, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon, the second game. What is that? Monster Hunters 2?
Mm-hmm.
Xenoblade.
Then Xenoblade? Oh, Xenoblade. Then 2023, Spider-Man 2, more Mario, and I can't tell what the other one is. In 2024, Astrobot. So for people that say there are no games on PlayStation, check this out.
That doesn't mean shit though. Nominations doesn't mean masterpiece.
But it's just, I don't know. It's wild that Xbox has never had a Game of the Year nomination. Just saying.
That don't mean shit.
That blows my mind though. That is crazy because Xbox put out some pretty good shit.
Hey, Brogu.
Hey, Necron.
This is just me that just don't give a shit about the awards like that, and it was a competition. I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
that seems messed up to me, man. Like,
I mean, okay, yeah, kind of, but like, just because Xbox doesn't get anything doesn't mean there's something put out is not good.
Yeah, right.
Most awards, most industry awards, whatever the industry, are bought and paid for. So,
oh yeah,
actually,
they're all biased.
yeah,
but you would think.
Me.
But you would think just to make it look good. You don't think after about 5 or 6 years, Xbox was like, "Yo, what the fuck's the problem? Not even a nominee, not even a nomination." That almost now you get blacklisted in Hollywood.
They just don't play ball with Jeff Keighley.
The way you get blacklisted, because when did the Xbox One come out? 2013, right?
Yep.
And that's the first year on there. Remember, they pissed a bunch of people off. I feel like Xbox got blacklisted because they've had some good exclusives.
Okay.
I don't remember any.
Astrobot wins though because
did they go? Had they gone multiplat at that time, Degrassi? That might be why. They might have gone multiplat.
Who? Xbox?
Xbox, yeah.
No, they weren't multiplat at all.
That in 2013. So even not one Halo got a nomination. Not even Halo.
Well, what was the last Halo?
Halo Infinite.
Well, Halo hasn't really been good since 3, maybe. I don't know. And Gears of War.
What
blows my mind that they never got. That blows my mind that Gears would never have gotten.
Well, like, people didn't like Gears of War 5 because it was a female protagonist.
None of the Forza stuff. Guardians didn't get put in there. Sunset Overdrive.
Starfield. Anyone remember Starfield? I sure don't.
No.
I probably played 6 hours of Starfield, and I'm like, yeah, no, I can't dedicate my life to this. I can't. I just
a lot of Xbox games they came out to a lot of fanfare than they were forgotten about.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's get to the show.
But would you? I don't know who's played Astrobot. I know Bruce has. I have. I got a platinum on it.
I haven't had a chance
myself
to play it yet, but I heard.
I've watched Bruce play it. That's pretty much.
I haven't played a game. Like there's been some DLC, some free DLC since it launched, but I've never played a game such a long time that when it shipped, it was done. It was like as complete a game as I've played in 20 years, probably.
Wow.
They're like, no, it doesn't need any patches. It doesn't need any, gross updates or anything. It's just the game came out and it was done. It was a fully fleshed out and finished game. And it didn't feel like I paid $60, $70 for a license to play a beta for 2 years.
Because
didn't it happen to what's the other one, the space one, No Man's Sky?
Yeah, that was in beta for forever.
Yeah.
And let's not forget the worst launch of all time, Cyberpunk.
Yes.
Yeah, that was terrible. Is that the worst launch of all time though? Is that the worst launch you think?
I honestly I'd say
launch, so. Yeah, probably. Yeah.
It might
be. I played Cyberpunk on PS4 on launch and I was able to beat it. But I never played it again until the PS5 upgrade. And I played some of the side quests, and up until the Phantom Liberty update, that's where I fell in freaking love with Cyberpunk.
It's a perfect game. It only took 5 years, though.
Which is a shame.
You see,
unfortunately,
Maki, my Sunday co-host, we've been streaming together for 4 years. He was so excited about Cyberpunk when they announced it, and we were talking about it all the way along as it was coming out. And it came out, and him and one of the other guys played it, and I got to hear about all of the glitches and crap that they dealt with. It's to this day, we are not allowed to mention Cyberpunk on the channel. He still gets angry about it.
That's got to be rough.
And don't forget about I forgot what Pokemon game that came out was breaking switches and deleting saves. It took them a while to fix a Pokemon game. And people still bought it. even though it was
it's
broken.
Pokemon.
Because it's Pokemon. Yeah, that's right there. It sells us up.
Well, quite often with Pokemon games, you have exclusive. I think it's Pokemon itself to that game. Like my niece and nephew, when they came out with Sword and Shield, one got Sword, one got Shield.
Yeah.
So they could each have the exclusive Pokemon or whatever it is that comes with that game.
Yeah. Nintendo know what they're doing.
I'm sorry, nibbling, not niece.
All right, let's get this show on the road.
Yeah.
All right, first up, we got Blue Jay's favorite part of the show, the box office. Red One had a weekend box office of 32 million. Venom dropped number 2 after 4 weeks, 7.3. The Best Christmas Pageant, 5.2. Heretic, 5.1. Wild Robot, strong 4.2. Smile 2, 2.9. Conclave, 2.8. Hello, Love Again, 2.3. A Real Pain, 2.2. And Honora, 1.7.
I love that Venom is still standing strong.
Yeah.
I like that Venom had some legs underneath it. I mean, and when I watched it, it really is a fun one. Like,
yeah.
It might be the best one. It's a really fun movie.
Venom crossed $436 million worldwide. And Red One.
And it had some really funny lines in it. You have chocolate, and he eats the chocolate, or like there was some funny shit in there, man. Venom's fucking funny.
I know, that's what I love about it. I could watch that shit all day. Tom Hardy and him going back and forth.
Right?
Oh, it was so great. And the family, oh my,
it finally caught up to Venom. Finally caught up to Aquaman too. All right.
Hey man, I've said it. Anyone who loves chocolate that much, they are my kind of character. They have a special place in my soul.
Here we go with DL from the bleachers. Venom needs to go.
400 million.
It proved everybody
400 million
wrong.
gets you another sequel.
Yep.
I mean, that's the 400 million's the sequel line. So,
but yeah, but these are the only movies that's actually the only 3 movies in this Sony first franchise is actually making money outside of other than Morbius and Madam Web, and I don't know about Craven.
Craven's one I'm actually excited about. I really am. I want to see it. It looks like it's going to be cool.
So I think at this point we could say Sony's Spider-Verse is a win for them. Just saying.
What?
Yeah. I mean, for Venom at least.
This one,
box office wise,
Venom, not for like other stuff like Madam Web.
The rest of it.
Freaking Morbius.
Two movies. Well, 3 movies on here have already made their money back.
Wait, hold on. Didn't you say
Conclave and the Wild Robot?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Wild Robot is just it's not it's not stopping.
Oh yeah, the Wild Robot has crossed $300 million.
Mm-hmm.
So and also Red One. Interesting.
But I will say this about Red One, which leads into the next slide. It got an A- cinema score.
Yeah, I heard a lot of people are really having fun with this movie.
Dude,
Here's the thing, though. I don't think Christmas movies. Everybody likes to say they do. Movies getting released on Christmas do okay, but Christmas movies themselves, very few of them have like legs. They all become cult classics. I can't think of one Christmas movie that was a massive hit right out jump.
Yeah.
So wait, hold on. So to talk about Red One. So it got an A- cinema score. So when I saw this, I saw an early screening of it in the theater. It was on a Sunday before the Friday, right? So my theater was packed. It was packed with people. Like it was almost freaking Avengers style pack. I don't know how that translated to like 32 million, but
yeah.
So yeah, it got like
most of those tickets were probably comps.
Probably it's just it has a good amount of reactions. Like there was this one part, like you see in the trailer with the Rock gets slapped by Krampus. There was this one. There's this one black lady in the background who was just cackling her ass off over that scene. It was funny as hell.
I think I'm going to go see Red One this week, and also, of course, maybe I'll do a Red Wicket or a Wicket One.
Don't even try.
Come on.
Red
like
One's okay. It's okay. It's like
It's
it
not
felt
perfect.
like, well, it's the most streaming movie you've ever seen ever. Because like
it was supposed to be.
well, yeah, but like you can tell the way it looks, it looks very blurry. It's very overly. I can't say it's just it's not terrible.
It's overproduced.
Overproduced. It's almost like it's trying to go for a mass appeal. It's like a 3.5, like a 2.5, 3-star type movie on Letterboxd.
I will say this. I love that we are having a successful stream going tonight, and I know this because we have pissed DL off since the very second the show started. He's making faces. He's eating tomatoes. I love it.
Why is he backstage?
No, he's in the chat.
I don't know if this movie can hang on for like 2 more weeks. It may actually develop legs as it gets closer to Christmas. I don't know. November 15th seems a little early.
That's what some Christmas movies do, is that they go for like the earliest November or whatever.
They didn't used to. They didn't used to do that.
I will say this. If it can hang on, like you said, for 2 weeks, it hits the Thanksgiving holiday. The kids are off.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
No, hold on, Cal. Like I didn't say I didn't say I hate it. I just thought it was okay. It has fun moments. It's just kind of like another streaming film that still happens to be in theaters that has a big giant budget with all this cast, and also The Rock is just the most stock character of them all. He's not like Black Adam where he's trying to be a character. This is the most Rock character I've ever seen in my life.
They even pulled his character's name out of like the 90s action hero the generic 90s action hero name handbook.
Callum Drift.
Yeah, it's just
Callum Drift.
Callum.
The Wicked franchise is a cultural phenomenon. It
Absolutely.
will be. And it's
But
2
next
hours
year-
and 40 minutes, I believe. So
Amazon MGM's doing this again next year with Alan Ritchson and Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I think it's actually going straight to streaming. I don't know if it's getting pushed out to many theaters. I know it'll play in a couple, but
yeah.
Is it going to be Jingle All the Way too?
no, it's called The Man with the Bag, and Santa's bag gets stolen, and he has to team up with a professional thief to recover it.
Well, I'm just going to say that title does sound like something you would be streaming.
Yes.
So yeah, that name is generic. So yeah, I'll say this: out of all the Rock movies I've seen, I like Black Adam better. I like San Andreas. I'll go with Jumanji. This is kind of like the most middle ground of the Rock's filmography so far.
Yeah.
Jumanji was fun. I'm happy they're finally coming out with the third one.
Yeah.
I like Jumanji. You know, I don't know. I didn't like and it doesn't measure up to the Robin Williams classic.
Nothing will.
No. But it's an enjoyable popcorn movie. You know.
So yeah, if you like the Rock movies before, you pretty much like this one. So it's no different.
You know, if you like The Final Boss, this is the movie for you.
That was kind of fun.
The Final Boss.
Go ahead, Taladia.
No, I was gonna say Final Boss engaged, because that's what he is.
All right, moving on.
Funny enough, King. Jumanji, the next level or whatever it was, the second of the sequel movies, that was the last movie I saw before COVID's hit, and it was a date too. I enjoyed the movie, didn't enjoy the date.
Yeah, don't you hate when it happens when the movie's better than the actual date?
Yeah.
And you're stuck there until the movie finishes and you can't go anywhere?
Shit. Yeah.
All right, moving on. Here's a rumor A Deadpool holiday presentation is in development at Marvel Studios. Little Deadpool jingle all the way. Ho ho ho. Blah blah blah. I can see a peppermint pegging scene in this. Just
Oh,
saying.
that would be awesome.
Yeah. Candy canes going where they probably shouldn't. Absolutely.
Deadpool's it would be called Deadpool's White Christmas.
Oh my God. Everybody got their card for their white Christmas?
Dust in some of that California snow. Yeah.
That booger sugar.
I always called it Cupid's arrow. It was always that's the effect that it had on me.
Well, it could be a double innuendo too, because what else is white?
Oh,
yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what was about to say.
This is a family show.
Are you sure about that?
Are you sure about that?
Well, I try. I try to make it a family show.
It's never been a family show.
Well, we've been going like a half hour and not one person has cursed.
Shit.
I'm trying to behave.
Yeah, me too.
Kyle, I went out to the movie to use the bathroom. I went to the Garfield's restaurant. We were in the mall. I came back. What I saw of the film was good.
Yeah.
Huh.
Really enjoyed the two sequel Jumanji movies. And honestly, I would happily watch them again. Looking forward to the third one.
Yeah. And this, I think they should screw this. They should have did another horror presentation. Screw Christmas. Give me more horror. Give me some.
I see.
Mad Thing, Werewolf by Night.
Yeah, I want more of that stuff. I don't know why.
They'll call you Grinchifer.
They still could. I mean, they still could do some sort of horror thing. But the idea of, because they've already opened the can of worms, they can't put Deadpool back into a PG-13 rating.
Yeah. So
a R-rated Deadpool holiday special, that actually sounds like a blast. And I'm not a Christmas, holiday type person.
Oh my God, I can see him like killing elves and killing Santa. Santa is a mutant in the Marvel universe, guys.
Yes, I know. Watch him go elf bowling.
The little detective guy from She-Hulk, from Burns She-Hulk.
Yes.
The reason they haven't made any more of these is because they're cost prohibitive. There's really the Guardians one was pretty much cut out of the movie budget. So they cost way too much for whatever return they get in viewership. It's I don't know what kind of ad numbers they're bringing in, just on the essential streams for Werewolf by Night, but yeah, they're way too costly for.
Well, I can also see the fact that Ryan Reynolds seems to get his way when it comes to anything connected to the Deadpool universe. Like we all know, the Blade, Logan type movie is going to come out, and they're in talks of a Gambit movie, or there's rumors of a Gambit movie being talked about.
Well, when you got
a
guy that's making this kind of money and this popular, and then how he just crossed $1 billion, 1.5, something like that. Yeah, he's gonna get whatever he wants.
Pretty much.
Oh, they're cramming Deadpool and Wolverine into everything. I don't know how clear it is, but
can we get a Peter Pool movie?
A what?
Peter Pool.
Peter Pool.
Oh, speaking of Pitbull and there is going to be they're introducing Kidpool into the Marvel Comics, and he's going to team up with Spider-Boy.
Oh, nice.
I don't know anything about that universe.
I just feel like the first X-Men movie we get in the MCU will be called X-Force.
I can see that.
I don't see how they get any way around it, really. It just, to me, it makes more sense. But, huh?
Oh, no, talking about Dio's comment. Like, no gaming movie, like, why? Why
Honestly,
I
not?
agree.
Yeah,
I would love that.
I'm not
Sorry, go
opposed to it, but like we went from actors that played characters for nostalgia bait, whether it works or not, good or bad. I mean, I liked it, but to actors that almost, played them.
Well,
and I'm like, okay, I don't know.
with the Ryan Reynolds universe, because that's what I'm going to coin it as. That's pretty much close to nostalgia bait already, because there was a whole lot of like rumors about it, fan castings. It just never got the legs on the ground for it.
Yeah, that's all that movie was.
I mean, he pulled in the cavalry because there was rumors and fan casting.
The whole Deadpool and Wolverine. Of course I did not like it.
I never caught that.
Wow, I'm surprised. I thought I projected that very well to
I
the
liked
back of the room.
I liked Venom 3 more.
But if you took out all the dialogue from Deadpool and Wolverine, it still would have made 1.5 million because people just went for the cameos. Yeah, the story was bad. Some of the acting was bad. The TVA had no purpose in this movie.
See, I'll push back. I'll push back on you because I don't think they went exclusively for the cameos. They went because nerds and geeks waited 24 years to see him in the yellow and blue. Everyone across the board, when they said in that first X-Men movie, what are you expecting, yellow spandex? A lot of the audience, when I was in the theater, a lot of the audience went, yes.
That's exactly what we're expecting.
And I enjoy Venom better than Deadpool and Wolverine.
Okay, hey, Bruce. Bruce.
I did.
Here you go. Firmly grasp it, okay?
But if there were going to be another,
my head's already working. I can't grab it.
Special presentation. If there were going to be another one on Disney Plus, that would probably be the one. It would be a Deadpool related one, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
I'd like to pitch a Thanos and Death Valentine's Day special.
Ooh.
I just still think it's hilarious. Whatever universe we stepped into, that Ryan Reynolds is on Disney Plus.
Yeah, it's funny. It's a bit weird when you say it like that because, like, you never think Deadpool would be on a PG streaming platform.
Well, I mean, they just merged with Hulu, so anything can happen now. Family Guy's on there, Aliens on there, freaking. Yeah.
But Deadpool is like, what's it called? Deadpool is a character that is rated R.
There's a lot of content.
Deadpool's rated R. So is Ryan Reynolds.
Disney used to have another studio inside Disney. A daughter studio called Touchstone, and they had all kinds of rated R movies.
Yeah, also,
and then Hollywood Disney owned Miramax. Disney at one time owned Miramax, and
just wanted to put this in perspective, you guys. The Rock is also a Hollywood picture owned by Disney. So The Rock from Michael Bay is a Disney film.
Yeah, Hollywood Pictures too. They had Buena Vista, they had Hollywood, they had Touchstone, they had Miramax.
At some point over the next month or so, we should probably put together a non-traditional Christmas movie list like Die Hard and whatnot.
We could do that.
That would be
Iron Man 3.
Yep.
Oh, stop. No.
Every Shane Black movie.
That goes in the trash.
Almost every Shane Black movie.
There you go. Non-traditional Christmas movie tier list.
Non-traditional Christmas. Violent Night.
I'm making that.
Shane Black's got a thing for Christmas. Setting his screenplays and movies he directs at Christmas. Lethal Weapon, Christmas.
Yeah.
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
All right, since we're talking about Deadpool and Wolverine and how bad that movie was, let's move on to Deadpool 4 will be released after the multiverse saga has concluded. both Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds will return as Deadpool and Wolverine. This is just a rumor, guys, but this is definitely happening.
Oh yeah.
Hugh Jackman has signed it.
No, sorry, go ahead.
No, Hugh Jackman has signed away his soul to Kevin Feige. He will be making movies till he's 90. 90. And then after he's dead, he will sign away his rights to AI, and we will still get AI Wolverine and Deadpool 17.
I mean, let's face it. There's not a lot of actors I could really place, or a lot of us could place, to replace him as Wolverine.
I think he could be replaced. It's just fans won't accept it,
and that's the other problem.
Yep.
But honestly, I'm happy to hear about Deadpool 4. But even though Ryan Reynolds was joking not that long ago that his wife and kids would divorce him if he did a fourth movie.
Well, he's used to that.
Oh yeah. I mean, he's Canadian. You can't take. You got to take at least 50% of what we say is serious. You know. When it snows, we've got nothing better to do than mess with people.
Who's that? Who just popped in backstage? Who is that? Oh, jeez.
Who is it?
Uh-oh.
Copyright infringement?
Yes.
Himself.
Heck yes. Let's go.
DL is here.
Yes. Twins.
We gotta play Fox X-Men roulette sometime, so to figure out who comes back and who doesn't, and then go to potential recasts of those that don't come back.
Ooh, and who goes on first?
Yeah.
Who's on first?
No. That's what Kyle said.
Well, we know Henry Cavill's coming back. Halle Berry's a lock.
The two I don't want to see are, honestly, I don't want to see, Facme Jansen again. I hated her as Phoenix.
This is the only way.
I liked 1 and 2. I liked her in 1 and 2. But that third one, I want to go and smack around whoever put that one together.
Listen, after they killed Cyclops, I didn't care about anything else after that.
Because we've already had Patrick Stewart, we've already had Kelsey Grammer, we've got Hugh Jackman. Mm-hmm. So there's 3.
That, and for the love of God, don't bring that rogue into the universe.
Oh, she won't. I like I said, she won't be back because she's.
I don't think. No.
I believe it's MS.
Oh wow, that's sad.
My heart goes out to her, but
All right, everyone, let's hear from the man of the hour, the most hated person in the chat. I loved either one. Thin line. Dial. So, what brings you on the panel tonight?
Wait. I'm the most hated. What?
I love the shit out of this guy. What are you talking about?
I said hated and love. It's a thin line between love and hate. Sometimes we love your takes, sometimes we hate your takes, and sometimes we don't understand what's going through your mind. But
true.
You have the floor, sir. Go ahead.
That's fucked up.
Good shit, Dial. He just flat out said that's fucked up.
I said it.
Dude.
No, that was Blue Jay.
Okay,
that was Blue Jay.
Shit.
Oh my god. Well, black people sound alike now. God damn it.
I'm racist.
Proceed.
It happens.
My God.
Chris, what are we gonna do with you, man?
I don't know.
I don't know.
That's my internal whatever the fuck they call it now.
Somebody clip that out, and there'll be 3 streams saying Chris is racist tomorrow.
Anyway.
Go ahead, Dial. What brings you on?
Dial already got me in trouble with that shit once. You guys don't know that, do you?
Yeah,
you're not bringing it up. I know what you're talking about.
Hey, let Dial cook. You can talk after.
All right, go ahead and cook, Dial. Go ahead.
Well, first of all, Chris, do your research because I never said that was their actual name.
I know, but but I was just like, I took it on faith. But go ahead.
The sisters.
Yeah, the sisters.
The sisterhood. Yeah.
And I said that on a wrestling. I said that on a wrestling stream. My boy Mo and Cage were like, "Oh no." I said my friend Dial said that, and he's like, "No, Chris, I think you're profiling. You better chill out." Then they're like winking at me, like, "We get it, Chris. It's okay." And they're winking. I'm like, "What the fuck are you guys?" I remember snapping out. Then I blamed it all on Dial, so it's all good. But go ahead, Dial. Go ahead, Dial.
Anyway, you can call them the Glow Est Storm from now on, or the Big Three. They actually called them the Big Three. But anyway,
all right.
But anyway, you guys know how I feel about this. I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm really not. They work so well from Deadpool and Wolverine, so obviously they will probably try and bring these two back. I don't want Hugh Jackman to come back because he's getting old. Like, I do not want him to play this character for another 10 years. I don't think his body can take it.
Well, I don't know, man. This ain't like the Tyson fight. I mean, he looks good. That motherfucker's ripped.
Is that like the Tyson?
Yeah, and it's not
again, you again ignoring what I'm saying. Long term, he cannot keep his body like that forever. He even said it's taking more of a toll on his body.
He'll just be a floating head on a Wolverine body. Yeah.
But I would like to see a younger Wolverine.
SpongeBob with the
I would like a younger Wolverine too.
Hold on, one at a time, please.
I've been wanting a younger Wolverine myself for sure, so I get it.
Yes, when they're eventually rebooting X-Men, because that's going to happen, I would like new Wolverine. I would just like us to get back to that. You want to keep Deadpool? Fine, that's all right. But at this point, after Secret Wars, I don't care to see him. I really don't.
Yeah, they need to be really selective with the casting of it, because if they don't nail it, they are going to get roasted like turkey over this.
I still want Targan Egerton or Daniel what's his name? Harry Potter. Radcliffe.
Yeah, Daniel Radcliffe. Yeah.
Radcliffe.
I would like the kid from Kingsman.
Yeah, that's
Taron Egerton.
I don't want Daniel Radcliffe because I don't think he could get buff enough for this.
No, and I don't see him like Elijah Wood.
No. Mama Bear, look up his physique now. You will change your mind.
Why is everybody so certain that there's going to be a reboot after Secret Wars?
I have no idea, but
not a clue. Though, if you're talking anybody from the Harry Potter cast, I would talk Matthew Lewis, the one who played Neville Longbottom. He got a glow up.
Oh yeah, he did.
Oh yeah,
he has an OnlyFans,
and he's thinny now, skinny.
I don't know if he has an OnlyFans. Just saying. But I don't know. I agree with DL. If you're gonna go with a youngish X-Men when they finally bring him into the MCU, we don't need old man Logan hanging around being creepy with Jean Grey. That's just me.
Yeah, let's think about that long term. Like you want to see a 65-year-old Jackman flirting with a 20-year-old Jean. I don't think anyone wants to see that.
But do you really think that they would do that? They wouldn't do that. What I'm saying is,
you don't really?
Yeah, no. What I'm saying is that they keep them and then introduce. I think the legacy would be the word instead of rebooting. Why would they be putting all their chips on introducing all these younger versions of like Ironheart and Wiccan and what's Hulk's son's name? Like all the young Avengers type characters and stuff.
Scar.
Why would they be putting so much truck into those characters if they were just going to reboot in 5 years or whatever? It just doesn't make sense to me.
The universe is big, right? Like you can do both.
How many times have they rebooted it? Like,
they haven't rebooted the MCU. Like well, Batman is different because it was a standalone film for so long, and they really didn't have a plan of putting Batman in a larger DC universe at the time. So that's why you got so many different Batman.
We're on our third Spider-Man now, getting ready to get a fourth probably at any time.
Yeah, Tom Holland's getting too old.
Oh, I hate that. Let Spider-Man grow up.
He's like my least favorite one anyway.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
agree with you.
I still love Toby, but I like Andrew Garfield a lot too. But I want a Miles Morales in there. Let's do this shit.
Like I said, I really like how Tom does the whole nerd out thing. He really portrays that nerdy side of Peter.
Yeah, he's got a Queen's accent. Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah,
like his
like
Queen's accent is so on point. People forget he's not actually American.
No,
when he switches to his British accent, it throws people. They're like, why are you pretending to talk British? This is
my I'm the only British guy in here.
my nan was from Sussex.
Sussex? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not. Have I compared Marvel to DC at all in this discussion? Does DC come into this discussion at all? I just want to be.
As far as rebooting.
I didn't. I was talking about Marvel not rebooting, but apparently.
I mean, when I say reboot, I mean the MCU having their own version of the X-Men. I'm not talking about the MCU in general rebooting, like because there's not an established X-Men yet in the MCU, so that's what I'm talking about. And when they do that, I said that I want a completely new cast, including Wolverine.
Okay, distinctions, gotcha.
Yeah,
I think a lot of people are sold on the whole thing getting a reboot after Secret Wars, and that's
not going to happen.
I think that's a bit of a stretch.
They're not going to be able to replace Cap.
I also want them to recast T'Challa, please. Thank you.
Agreed.
Shuri's here to stay. Leave it.
It's not working, bro. It's not working.
It worked for $800 million.
I don't mean anything. A definite decline from the first movie. You know.
Hey,
I still wouldn't be.
Go ahead, Bumble.
Okay, I still wouldn't be surprised because the way Feige worded it, he said, and I quote, "We are not going to recast T'Challa in the 616." They still have the multiverse at play.
Yeah, what if?
Multiverse isn't going anywhere. That's another thing. Multiverse saga is going to end. And yeah, they won't call it that, but the multiverse is going to be a ubiquitous, ever-present threat.
Say, for example, a T'Challa comes from another universe and joins in the MCU 616 timeline. It's technically not recasting in the 616.
Honestly, hot take.
Yeah,
that's a cop out.
It is a cop out, but at this point, it's the only way that they can really stand on their word.
Well, I just think that any other,
and that's why the multiverse isn't going anywhere, because they need it. Just in case somebody beats up their girlfriend and goes to jail, they need the multiverse.
For the record, I really would love somebody to drug test her because she kept pace with him in heels. He was running like a badass.
I know, that shit was so crazy.
I was fascinated. In like 6-inch heels, she was keeping up with him. I'm like, how the hell is she doing that?
And you know me, man. I love to see a woman in heels, man. But running like a fucking track star.
Now he's married to Megan Good, so he'll be all right.
I could say this with people running in heels. Growing up in New York City, you see women running for trains in heels. You see trans women, drag queens
like
running
thing,
in heels.
Man.
It's a thing. It's a thing.
You got to think. He filmed was it the Creed 2 movie? He was in full fit for that.
He had 2 movies. He had 2 whole movies done and ready to be released.
Yeah, he was in peak physical condition, running for his life, and she kept pace with him.
One of those.
How the hell did she do that?
So you can't say anything about Jurassic World anymore.
What's Jurassic World?
I'm still going to talk Jurassic World. I love them damn dinosaurs.
All right, let's move on from Deadpool and Wolverine. Let's get away from this. We've been talking about this for too long, and
that's the whole point of a panel, is to have a discussion.
Nowhere near as long as we get it when we start talking Star Wars.
No, please. Oh, please,
yeah.
No. There is no Star Wars on.
I mean, can you believe The Last Jedi? What did they do with
that? Did y'all hear? Did you? I don't know if that's part of the. Is it part of your slides? Before I say it, Bruce, is it part of your slides?
What's part of my slides?
About them putting the Ray movie on hold.
Yeah.
Oh no! I covered that Friday night on.
And Mama Bear could talk
Oh,
as long as she wants. Okay, this woman's gonna read me books.
Actually,
That voice right there should be your voice. Should be on an animated series somewhere. I'm not even saying that. I am not even simping. This woman has the greatest, fucking, most beautiful voice. It's so soothing, dude.
I actually am being used for a voice in Zod Rider's animated movie that he's working on. He
he's
did
doing an animated movie?
my voice. Yeah, Zod Rider's been working on it for a bit. I'm playing Ruby, the wife of the Corovan Speedster.
And the whole premise of the story is that James Gunn is evil. He's actually the Antichrist.
Oh,
oh my god!
God.
And Zack Snyder is going to be the main hero who takes down James Gunn.
Actually, it's called One Punch Dan.
One Punch Dan.
Yes.
I remember him talking about that. So he's really going to go through with that, huh? That's pretty cool.
You can go onto his channel. He posts teaser clips and little bits. I think he even has one of me. I love the song he paired with my character.
Well, you're here now, and I was going to hit you up today, but since you're here now, me and Bruce, we were talking the other night, and I came up with this great idea, and my friends, all my friends at the tattoo shop are going to help me out with this. All right.
Oh, not that idea.
It's a real thing that we're really going to do.
Okay.
We're gonna take all my YouTube friends, you, Degrassi, Max, Blue Jay, everybody, Perp, all of them, and we are gonna do a one-time graphic novel where all my YouTube friends are characters.
Aww.
But it's
I guess I didn't make the cut.
No, you're all in it. You're all in it. The only thing I need from you guys is to DM me your dream car. I need one dream car from all of you.
Camaro.
Yeah, but I need the year, the color, all of it. Because it's gonna be kind of like Hot Wheels meets. It's gonna be Death Race 2000 meets YouTube drama. It's gonna be fun, guys, and I'm gonna have a lot of my own art in it. I'm gonna try to get Mama Bear to throw a couple panels up with some pinup stuff.
Okay.
This is something I'm really doing, and this is the
I
first
haven't
place
been involved in YouTube drama in like weeks.
This is the first place I'm announcing it here on Brucifer's show that this is happening, and everyone's gonna get one copy of it. We've already got a publisher.
And also,
I hear YouTube drama died last week.
I don't know.
Or this weekend.
I also suggested to Chris that his character in the comic book be race swap.
I'm okay with that. And I'm gonna have a cameo from Isom.
Oh no! Instead of Isom, we buy some.
No, and I'm gonna make bad guys. I'm gonna make the Chuds bad guys. People like Vito and all those guys. Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna have fun with it. It's gonna be a one-time thing. We're not gonna sell it. I'm making it just for my friends. And by next Christmas, you'll have a copy of it. Because I already talked to my crew. They're some of the best artists on the planet, and they're down. They want to do this shit. I just need dream cars, guys.
I already know what my dream car is. I just have to get the year off of my mom.
I'm gonna send everybody a DM eventually over the next month or so.
Let me circle back to Degrassi. What drama died this weekend? I'm curious.
No, I thought that was just the end of. I thought that there was after this weekend there would be no more drama on YouTube. Like my algo switched up in the last 2 weeks or so.
Oh, are you talking about the election?
No,
okay.
Not at all.
I was gonna say YouTube thrives on drama.
I think there's just been a shift where people got other shit to worry about. So,
no, I agree with you, Degrassi. I hope it stays like that. I really do, man.
And I think also, I don't know. There's just maybe some people were deceived or led astray, and they're finding their way back into some sense of reality. Again, nothing to do with the election at all.
Yeah, because
that might be what you were talking about.
Because they realize that a lot of these YouTubers don't have their best interest at heart. They're in it for clicks and money, and they
I don't care how somebody makes their bag, Brucey. If they want to grift, let them, okay? And if they want to be on the tag, let them. That's fine. But I want
it's not about that. It's about misleading
want
the
everybody to
audience
get
and
along.
letting them believe stuff like that.
I
It's
agree
ridiculous.
with that. I agree with that. The misleading, they're bigger fake news than sports writing. It's bad. You know what I mean?
From scoopers to just regular movie pundits to just big
I want
channels,
everybody to
little
get what
channels.
they want.
Just in general, the ones who like, you know, when you join their channel, you subscribe to the Outrage of the Day Club. I just can't with them.
If there was a way that we could have the Snyderverse continue and DC all get along, and somehow all the Snyder Bros get what they want, and the people that are, I want everybody to get. I don't give a shit about Superman, but I want all you Superman fans to get a great movie from James Gunn, because I'm on a new page in life. I didn't hit the reset button. I almost died twice in the month of October. I love all y'all motherfuckers, and I want everybody to get what they want.
I'm with you. Yeah. Like if they announced that they were going to finish up the Snyderverse storyline, and I've been a DC fan since I was in pigtails. I don't want DC to die.
No, I don't want it to die either. I really mean it when I say I want everybody to get what they want. I really do want everybody to get what they want, and I hope it. No one can ever get what they. And people always bitch about something, Bruce. You know that. There's always going to be. You can't make everybody happy all the time, but you can put in that effort, and if it works out, great. I mean, I'm holding out. I want a Guardians of the Galaxy 4. We're never going to get it, but I want
the one thing I will say, the last thing on this drama bullshit is that the first thing I said on Max's stream, and I've said that throughout my YouTube appearances, is that if you don't like what someone is saying, or just block them.
Yeah.
Stop watching their content.
Hate watch. Stop hate watching. It's going to trigger you.
Don't farm on X about this person's doing this. This person said that.
Yeah, RJ, we know you're lurking, RJ, and we're talking about you, RJ.
Honestly,
RJ
hasn't been bad week.
Hey, I love
All right, let's move on, please.
Let's move
on. All right,
on.
we got Wesley Snipes will reprise his role as Blade in future MCU projects, most likely Avengers Doomsday. This is
rumor or confirmed? Okay.
Rumor.
This is embarrassing.
I'm just saying you guys cannot tease me and Degrassi with shit like this, because we love shit. We want this. Just not as nostalgia bait. I'm a little sick of nostalgia bait too. But if you can put Wesley back in that Blade uniform, I'd be very happy. Old man Blade, I'm in.
I'm just
this is
calling him a Blade tease.
I'm in. I'm in, and I love Wesley.
I think it's a given. I think it was pretty clear when you were watching. Yeah, when you saw.
I know. When I was in the theater, motherfuckers flipped out.
Yeah,
I flipped out too, but still.
Yeah, they marked the fuck out. You would think The Rock had just come back to WrestleMania. That crowd marked out.
Honestly, I don't think they'd be as happy about The Rock coming back to WrestleMania as if Blade came back actually in the MCU.
And I love a pop like that.
If he comes back just for the Avengers, the next two Avengers movies, that's fine. But after that, it's just like,
because he's another Wolverine. You don't want to make old man Wesley. I get it.
You're able to get Wesley Snipes get 2 appearances before Mahershala Ali.
Hey man,
crazy.
Well, I'm not going to try to say his name, okay? Because I butcher it every time. I'm going to give it one more shot.
Ali. Just say Ali.
Mahershala Ali.
There you go.
All I'm saying is that dude seems like he's very hard to work with. That's all. He got that Academy Award from Selma or whatever it was, and ever since then, he's had a huge head. Okay, it's Blade. It's fucking Blade, Bruce. Give me a fucking sword and some vampires to chop up. It's not fucking hard, bro. That's what people want. And Mahershala's trying to make it like all fucking artistic and shit. You're Mahershala Ali, not Martin Luther King Jr., motherfucker. Just put on the fucking outfit, take the sword, chop up some vampires, because that's all anybody fucking wants, man.
Yeah, it's.
I don't think it's just his fault.
Get super deep with it.
I don't want to blame it all on him, guys. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying he seems like he's a little difficult. He's another Val Kilmer. And I love that.
Whenever like the backbone of your story is dependent on like 6 other things that haven't happened yet, or that nobody's seen, like what he was in the Eternals, and then there's
just make a standalone movie, please.
That's what I've been saying.
That ain't happening. We're talking about we're talking about Marvel Studios.
Yeah.
What's a standalone Marvel
At this
movie?
point, he's going to be just as old as Wesley.
Honestly,
Has
honestly,
there ever been a standalone Marvel movie?
The first couple actually.
Ant-Man.
Thor was, Ant-Man. Like a lot of them, they really didn't bring in Ant-Man. I wouldn't say so much, because they did have the Falcon midway through the movie.
That was just.
And they talked about it at the end. There's this guy who knows this guy who said.
I mean, just
yes.
Well, as far as like setting up to other things, Ant-Man didn't do that.
All I need for that, all they need to do to connect though is in like one of the like 2 or 200 end teaser trailers that they bring in Samuel L. Jackson, bring in Sam Wilson.
Yeah, but isn't the general conceit? The general conceit of the whole thing is that they are connected. So
yeah.
All right,
but that's all you need to do.
With that.
I see
that's
that
all
I
you
have
need
a
to do.
missed phone
End
call.
credit scene.
What was that? Hold on.
I see that I
Go
have
ahead.
a phone call from my mom. I have to talk to her every night, so I'm gonna have to dip out. But I love coming on here with guys, and I will finish watching the stream later. Okay. And if you argue about Star Wars, okay. If you argue about Star Wars, I'm gonna
Star Wars.
Kathleen,
Star Wars.
Best thing never happened.
I'm dipping. I love you guys. You all be good, Mama Bear. I will hit you up later about that.
Absolutely.
All right. Be good, guys.
Take it easy, Chris.
Later. And Kathleen Kennedy made better Star Wars than George Lucas ever has. Just saying.
Okay, but that doesn't mean she still hasn't messed up.
Talking about Star Wars sucks.
Second most successful producer. Second most successful producer in the history of Hollywood.
I just want to add in, the opinions of Brucifer can be directed back to Brucifer found on Twitter or on Instagram.
The opinions of Brucifer are just cope.
I love you. I'm not taking heat from Star Wars fans for you.
I've enjoyed everything that has come out of Disney Star Wars since day one. I have no problem with it. I don't care about Legends. I don't care about canon, because George Lucas broke canon so many times. I don't want to hear it.
Okay, so here's what I cannot defend and what nobody else can defend. Get a movie out. Get a damn movie out.
Thank you.
I don't mind the time of length, because
I don't either. The problem is we are going to do this project. Oh wait, no, we're going to put it on hold for right now. How many times has that happened?
I gotta go walk my dog. I'll be back.
What?
I mean,
but I will say that you're right. But
here's how I'll say: get someone, get a lightsaber, $1 billion. There you go.
Pretty much. But I'm at the firm belief that Star Wars, the trilogy should be at least 10 years apart from the last trilogy, because this way it gets the hype going and people missing Star Wars. And I don't think a Star Wars movie needs to come out every 3 to 5 years.
I mean, well, that was the time span when the prequels, and I think even the original trilogy was made. They waited like 3 to 4 years in between films, and I think that's something that is the Disney era needs to do. We don't need to release Star Wars films every other year. We need to take their time. So definitely, I can wait. But if you're not confident in whatever project you're announcing, don't announce it until you know for certain that it can be made in the way that you want it to be made, and get people behind it that actually have something good to bring to it. Because it's looking embarrassing to them that they keep announcing these projects and then it's not getting made. It's getting held indefinitely. It's creative differences, blah blah blah. At this point, let's take bets. Which one's going to happen first? The Mahershala Ali Blade movie, or any of the Star Wars films they announced?
Mandalorian's coming out next.
We'll see how that goes.
How many projects of those projects were officially announced? But they gave you a title and a date for, like we're looking at here for Avengers Doomsday.
After the Rogue Squadron announcement, they can miss me with any announcements, because that was embarrassing.
But were there any other ones besides Rogue Squadron?
They said they were doing a Lando movie with Donald Glover. They officially announced that, and that's put on hold indefinitely as well. They also said that James Mangold was going to do a film as well. What's happening with that? I don't know. Like what Petey said, he was going to make a Star Wars film. We don't know when that's coming out either. I can go further. I can go even further than that.
All right, how about we start talking about Star Wars? We're not talking about Star Wars.
Again, do they have dates?
Let's move on.
Were they given dates? That's what I want to know, because nothing's official until I see something like this. Like what we've got.
It's not even so much dates. They said withheld indefinitely. We stopped working on it until further notice. That's what I'm having an issue with. But I don't want to go down the spiral.
All right. Let's move on from Star Wars, please.
Yes.
All right. A sing-along screening for Wicked will release in theaters nationwide on December 25th.
Yes.
This is all the fans wanted. You're getting your sing-along like I think they did this for was it the Elsa movie Frozen. Didn't they do this for Frozen?
I think they did. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that I know they did it with Moana as well.
Mm-hmm. And if you think about it, as kids, they release sing-along VHS tapes all the time for their movies.
I mean, pretty much any movie I watch, if it's got music, it's automatically a sing-along because you can't stop me.
Well, if you guys watched my stream I was doing with Cliff on Comics yesterday, he broke out into a Wicked song on stream, which was great.
He is so fun.
He is so fun. He's such. If you haven't subscribed to Cliff on Comics, please check out his channel, especially for his Saturday morning Buster reports.
Yes.
Did you say what I thought you said?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Gotcha.
He like I said, he is the time I got to spend in his chat because I had to go mod elsewhere. He is absolutely a darling. He is so fun.
He is unapologetic, and he says what he means and means what he says. Great guy. I want to hang out with him because he lives in New York also. So at some point, you got to hang out with him. Here we go. Check out Cliff on Comics and check out yesterday's show where me and him hosted and co-hosted a show on his stream. But I'm so happy for Wicked. I can't wait for this to come out. I will be there watching this for the whole 2 hours and 40 minutes.
And this is only part one.
And yes, Power, absolutely. Power 900s. He's the local news network that hangs out with me and Monkey.
Oh, hey, welcome.
He is absolutely right. Check the doll boxes because they accidentally, instead of putting wickedmovie.com, they put wicked.com.
Yes, and those dolls are selling for $100+ on eBay.
They have pulled them, but
yes,
there's the odd chance that one may get slipped or whatever.
God, they freaking.
That is funny.
One of the guys in my Discord chat literally went to Walmart the next morning after that news dropped, had a cart full of dolls.
Oh my!
They told them, sorry, these have been recalled. We can't sell them to you.
That dude is freaking.
Now I want everybody to imagine if that were a Disney movie.
Oh, forget about it.
The only consolation I have with this is that at the price point that they are priced at, the majority of those dolls were probably already bought by collectors. They weren't bought for kids.
No, those kids.
And on the off chance it was bought for a kid, no kid looks at the box.
Before this controversy broke, I was in a Target and they were putting on opening, and they were putting aisle shippers in the toy aisle, and they were unwrapping them, and then it was all like middle-aged to elderly men loading their carts up with this shit.
Yeah.
So, and again, this was before the controversy broke, so they were checking out. They were able to get out with their flippage.
It's going to be huge. I cannot wait to see this.
Yeah, this movie's going to be such a great movie. I haven't seen a really good musical since Wonka.
That was last year.
Did you see The Color Purple?
Yes, I did not like it.
What in the world?
I liked it for what it was, but I will always have a special place for the original theatrical release of
Wait a
Color
minute.
Purple,
You
not
said
not the remake of the Broadway play.
wait. You said you didn't like it, but you like it for what it was. That's
Yes.
an oxymoron.
Yes, I like it because it was.
You didn't hate Joker 2.
I didn't hate Joker 2. I like Joker 2. Damn it.
Do you want to count that as a musical?
I don't think it was a traditional musical.
It was enough of a musical to piss people off.
I know it was. people were arguing with me about the movie that never saw the movie. It is a musical. Blah, blah. I'm like, you didn't watch the movie. I'm like, literally, it's like 20 minutes of singing, 30 minutes of singing throughout the whole movie.
No, we watched the movie. It was shit.
No, Wicked has a huge fan base. I am actually kind of sad they recalled the dolls because the sculpture on both dolls are absolutely gorgeous.
It does look really good. I saw pictures
they were
of
really
them.
good.
There's a new musical called The End opening in a few weeks. It's actually quite remarkable. Just look at the cast and you'll be like, holy shit.
The End?
Yes.
Let me see. It's a movie or a play, you said?
It's a musical movie.
Awesome.
Let's see. Who's in this cast? What's the cast? Oh, Tilda Swinton. Michael
Moses
Shannon.
Ingram, Lenny
George
James, Michael
Buffet.
Shannon.
Oh, Michael Shannon? Ooh.
Yeah, it's a post-apocalyptic musical.
Moses Ingram? Oh. I love her as an actor. She got a raw deal in Star Wars, unfortunately.
She was great in Constantine, though.
Yep. All right. What do we got next? First look, still from Tron Ares, starring Jared Leto, Evan Peters, Greta Lee, Joe Turner Smith, Gillian Anderson, Jeff Bridges, Cameron Monaghan. In theaters, October 10th, 2025. This looks badass, actually. I was not sold. It looks badass.
I'm very fast becoming a fan of Cameron Monaghan.
The soundtrack's gonna be a banger.
Always
Nine Inch Nails is doing the music.
Which I like.
Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross.
I'm cautiously optimistic about this one. Just saying.
I'm looking forward to seeing it, but unfortunately, I think this is another one that's going to underperform.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of hoping they'd dust off Daft Punk for it, but
yeah, just Tron has never been a huge franchise for them. So unless the story is like really good and the action visuals are really good, I don't really see this turning the franchise around.
You see,
it's like
Tron isn't that different from Star Wars. I'm sorry I'm mentioning that word again.
Whoa.
But just hear me out. Go
ahead.
It's less about the story and more about the visuals. Give you flashy visuals, and the fans will be happy.
Well, that's not even the case either, because Tron Legacy had great visuals, but that wasn't enough.
Was enough to get a sequel.
Well, see,
anybody that liked Tron that was still alive when Tron Legacy came out saw Tron Legacy, and that's about it.
Well, see, I love Tron Legacy. I saw Tron Legacy when it came out in theaters, and that made me a fan of Tron in general. Like, I've watched the original movie, and I love the actual concept, the actual lore. I even watched Tron Uprising that got canned by the one season.
That wasn't terrible. That was actually for movie like spin-off animated shows like that usually suck shit, but that one didn't.
Dude, that's my favorite thing from Tron. like include the movies. Like that's what I wanted to see from the beginning.
I even played the damn Tron Evolution video game that was supposed to be a prequel to Legacy. Like I really love Tron, and then after Uprising got canned, they have no idea what the hell to do with it because it wasn't working for them. And then you got this one, which I'm glad we're getting another Tron film, but I don't know. Something about this is just kind of it looks good so far. I like the red. Although when I saw like the actual first look at the that D23, it's a lot of red. It's a little retina burning for me. I don't know how much red it's gonna be.
Honestly, speaking of red, there is one thing that I think that is really going to help this film.
What's that?
Gillian Anderson. She had a huge fan base with the X-Files. There's still a lot of people that crush on her hard.
She was amazing in Sex Ed.
Yep.
I love that show. It's such a good show. You ever seen Sex Ed on Netflix, you're missing out. Well, I've never been a big Tron fan. I saw the first movie. I didn't watch the second one. I don't know. Tron just never really grabbed my attention.
I love Tron. I just love the world of the grid. But it's a wait and see, you know. I mean, you got Jared Leto here and Evan Peters. That's also interesting. Cameron Monaghan, who played Cal Kestis. I mean, good casting. I mean, Jared Leto is just like I'm very much indifferent to him. You know, he just puts up every single project that just goes very south.
Evan Peters did great in Dahmer.
This is pure nostalgia bait for me because I saw Tron in the theater. It's the first Laserdisc I had. So anything Tron is just in the video games, the coin ops in the arcade, and I just like it's just pure nostalgia bait for me. So yeah, whether it's good or bad, I'll still watch it and probably like it. There's really no like how good can it be? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just
That's the thing. It's like
how bad can it be? Because
if this thing doesn't get nominated for every Academy Award, it's just not worth it.
I'm not even expecting it to be like a award-winning film, but as Blue Jay said, like the world building of Tron is so cool and it's very unique. This should be a franchise this franchise should be bigger than what it actually is. This should be on the level of Pirates of the Caribbean, but it's not. And so it's like I just really
I feel like Tron is like alongside other live action Disney films that is not their remakes. They're trying to be like Pirates of the Caribbean. You know, like ever since Pirates came out, it made money, and they got what they got 5 films now, and then they tried it with the Lone Ranger, and that failed. Even though that's a guilty pleasure film for me, it failed. And then I feel like every movie that come out that has a big budget, live action wise, that is not the remakes, they crashed and burned. And then Tron is like the closest that they have.
I think I'll give Tron Legacy a watch probably this week, and I will get back to you on my thoughts on that. And Talati, you were trying to say something?
No, I was gonna say I think Tron. I don't know how I feel about Tron getting a third film. To be honest with you guys, like
because
we've had like what 2 films already.
Yes, and neither one of them was a box office success, but it's
they weren't a
cult classic.
Yeah, they weren't a box office success, but in the same respect, I can't see this one falling into the same category that a lot of movies have, run lately with the, hate club of the day. If you watch this, it's going to make your balls shrink, type categories. I think like Samir in the chat, I think he actually represents like the average fan.
Yeah. I will say this. I do want I do like Jared Leto. I like him as a musician. I like him as an actor. Unfortunately, I just want him to have a box office win for once.
Yes.
Because he gets these projects where they're not writing to his full potential.
Well, I like. Here's the funny thing. I'm indifferent to him as an actor, but I like him in 30 Seconds to Mars. I like him as an artist. There's a difference. Yeah. And also, I want to point out the release date. This is coming out on October 10th of 2025. So I looked up October 2025 movies. Mm-hmm. We have on October 3rd the Michael Jackson biopic.
Oh no, it's over.
It's gonna be big. And then sandwiched between that movie is the Black Phone 2, October 17th.
Oh,
and October 24th, Mortal Kombat 2.
Ooh.
Okay, so that has a chance. It has a chance against Mortal Kombat and Black Phone 2. Michael Jackson, absolutely not.
That's gonna be big. That's gonna be really big.
Let's face it. There's a lot of Michael's story that they are not going to cover.
Oh no, they're going to sugarcoat it. They're going to sugarcoat it.
that viewing of Michael Jackson's biopic in the theaters is going to turn into a karaoke party in the theater. I guarantee it.
It's going to be a bunch of
honestly. That would be the best option.
Yeah.
I'm being there day one. I don't even care. I know if they're going to sugarcoat it.
But a popcorn bucket that looks like the sparkly glove. I mean, come on.
Come on.
I don't know. I thought the world hated Michael Jackson now. I wasn't aware.
No, it's like 50-50, 60-40.
I mean, I don't.
Oh no, he's still one of my favorite artists of all time.
Yeah.
You know, the only artist I will never listen to again are two artists. Unfortunately, P. Diddy and R. Kelly. I will never listen to their music ever again.
I never had that problem to begin with, so
I'm with Degrassi. I didn't like P. Diddy from the start. From that very first one he put out, Missing You, I'm like, this came out way too fast.
Well, first of all, P. Diddy's never been a good artist. Let's be honest.
He's not a good artist.
No,
he's a good producer, but he's not a good rapper. He's not a good nothing. He can't sing. Stop singing. Why are you singing?
Off, I prefer Mace over him. You know,
I love Mace music.
Right.
Yep. You know, I guess it's hard to listen to a lot of the music, the rap from the 90s, because he has so many goddamn cameo parts in every song in the 90s.
Oh yeah, you remember the Bad Boys 2 soundtrack, Shake Your Tail Feather? They play that song all the time.
Yeah, unless it's like Jurassic 5 or Tribe or People Under the Stairs. I can't, I gotta have like progressive alt hip hop. I can't do the straight, because I don't know. I'm an 80s b-boy, man. You know, I got cardboard. I'm gonna do some backspins on cardboard, man. You know, so I don't know what was good, but my brothers loved that shit, so I had to hear it all the time. You know, I go home and that's all they're doing, man. I'm like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, no, I know Missing You was originally meant for Sauce Money, but still, like, give him a little time before you release this video, because that came out fast.
I can't lie. There's still some
definitely.
There's still some R. Kelly songs that I like. I'm not gonna lie. Like I would have to listen to them by myself, but it was like.
So you're listening to him on the down low? Nobody got to know?
Yeah, I'm I listen to R. Kelly in the closet.
Can I say one thing before we move to the next hot topic?
Yes,
so
go ahead.
Last summer, I was just in my bedroom, just typing things on the computer, and then
do I have to put up on mature warning for this story?
No, stop. Let me go. No, stop. You are weird. Stop being weird. Stop.
You are
not
weird.
doing this.
That's part of what I love about him, though.
Is this your first time here?
I can't do it with you now. Okay,
go ahead. I'm being serious.
Okay, I was just on the computer, typing my notes until I heard music. I was like, okay. So I looked out the window. They're playing R. Kelly's Backyard Party.
What?
And then it was a whole family with children, mind you, playing loudly on the apartment complex pool, right? And then so they're blasting that out. And then it wasn't just the fact they're playing R. Kelly, it's the next fucking song. And then I shit you not, guys, the next song they were blasting out is Slob on My Knob.
No.
Is that grounds for calling the popo? Because it feels like it should be grounds for calling the
3-6
popo.
Mafia. That is crazy. I heard
Wow.
I heard every single lyric word on that song. And I was like, wow, they're literally playing that with a family with kids on the pool blasting that out. I was like, what the fuck?
I mean, I can't.
I went to a baby shower for a friend of mine and his wife, and it's if anybody's been to a Puerto Rican baby shower, it's really a party for the adults, really.
Yes.
And it was nothing but gangster hip hop being played the whole time with little kids running around. I'm like, whoa.
No,
Wow.
it was crazy. And like the first thing I heard was slap on my knob, like going on the cops. Like I literally just did a head turn. I literally just did, how like in Up when like the dogs play squirrel, and that's how my head turned like this. Like what?
In the United States, you can go to jail for letting your child walk more than a mile from their home, but it's perfectly fine to have a pool party with Two Live Crew, Throw the D going right in to pop that pussy. So
I'm still baffled by the fact that you guys got underage banned. No, like I can't say much because I was like 8 years old, like bouncing around the house singing "I'm Your Pusher" from Ice-T. So I can't say much because let's face it, a lot of the songs that we had out back then weren't much better. But
I think after this show, a lot of people in this panel and audience are going to be like this.
that's what I'm like every day.
I can't actually.
Wait, Slob on My Knob got a Grammy? Are you fucking this?
Oh, of course it did. Of course it did.
I trust me.
Let me see.
God, Step in the Name of Love.
I hate
that song. I hate that song.
What?
Help me.
Last weekend at my neighbor's house, kid's birthday party, explicit rap song playing through. That's right. I don't know what's going on. Let's get back on topic. Cape Fear Javier Bardem to star in Apple TV series from Nick and Tosca, Martin Scorsese, and Steven Spielberg. I am all in for this. If anybody's
is he playing the Max Cady, the De Niro Mitchum character?
I hope so.
Yeah, because he was perfectly evil in Monsters.
Oh. I am so for this.
I don't know what this is.
I just
Cape Fear's been made twice. What, in the 60s and then in the 90s?
You really can't beat the De Niro one though. It
was so good. So creepy.
What is Cape Fear?
The poster that we're looking at, that's the Martin Scorsese, the 1990.
Cape Fear is your homework tonight.
Like, what is Cape? I don't know what that is. Cape Fear.
Okay,
it's a thriller about a madman harassing a family. And the first one, J. Lee Thompson made the original one in 1962, and then Martin Scorsese remade it 30 years later.
It was a very inappropriate attraction to a teenage girl in that movie,
especially in 1962, which people think something like but Robert Mitchum was deliciously evil in as Max Cady, and then De Niro took it 100 steps further. And if Bardem is half as evil in this as he was in the Menendez brothers Netflix show.
Oh my God, he was oof. That was such a good show.
This might be worth watching.
Yeah.
Oof. I still have like whoa. What? What did he do to those boys? What?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Yeah.
someone. I don't think I
Yeah.
want to know.
This like I said, this is your homework. Okay.
No, but the
I
original
don't like
Cape Fear is
homework.
great, and the remake is great, and it's I guess it makes sense. Everything old's new again and again and again.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So anyway, guys, I've got to head out. It's already gone past 4:30 in the morning. So
Thank you for showing up, buddy.
Okay.
Good
Yeah.
Lord, man, go to bed.
Have a good morning, good
yeah,
night.
yeah. Good morning. Yeah, it's morning.
Oh, I
yeah.
know it's good morning for you, but I don't know if you're crashing or not.
Yeah, I'm crashing. I'm going straight to bed.
Yeah.
So
Have a good
I've already
sleep.
left a like on the stream, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe to the Kingdom of Nerds. Follow him on all socials. That's all I gotta say.
Thank you. Thank you. And
All right.
follow Slaladia Plays. He pops up on various channels, giving his opinion. He's a great member of the community, always showing support for other YouTubers. Thank you so much, Slaladia.
No problem. Take care, everyone. Peace.
All right. Peace.
Scorsese's one of those filmmakers that I've got a few that I have to have. Like, I'm a completist when it comes to having their catalog of movies, and Scorsese's one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting that he's producing this. That might just be a circumstance of him being attached to the property, that he just kind of gets a credit. That happens. You get these kind of deals that kind of exist in perpetuity until the property goes away or the person dies. And there are even some instances where the person's dead and they still get a producer credit. So
yeah, that makes sense. This is just goes this show being added to Apple TV Plus. It's just another win for really good content on Apple Plus that people are not watching. There's so many good shows on Apple Plus. You guys need to watch it. Cancel your Peacock. Cancel your Paramount.
I can't cancel Peacock.
And-
WWE.
I know.
But the Apple Studios isn't going to. They're getting out of
WWE
producing content themselves. They're going to rely on other studios to produce for them, which they kind of already do. But in essence, the Apple Studios is going away, and they've already locked. They've got other, like, you can get Apple TV Plus through Amazon Prime now.
Mhm.
It'll eventually be bundled with some other services. I believe one of the cable companies is offering it now. Spectrum.
Oh, really?
I think so. I think you can get Apple TV Plus through Spectrum now.
Oh, I have Spectrum. Well, I don't have Spectrum. All I have is the internet, so I don't have cable TV.
Yeah.
I think one of the cable companies does.
I'm just going to put this out to the universe. I just want like one movie or TV series or something where Javier Bardem and Jeffrey Dean Morgan play brothers. That I don't care what the plot is beyond that. I want them to. I want to see them as brothers.
I go to a lot of Pearl Jam concerts, and Javier Bardem is at most of them.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
He's a roadie kind of guy. He's usually up front or side stage.
That's sweet. All right, next up, James Gunn said he wrote all of Creature Commandos before he signed on with DC. Luckily, I had a really great CEO at DC Studios. That was me. And I greenlit my own show.
How dare he?
God damn it.
Yeah,
How
I
dare
heard him.
he?
Yeah, I've heard him talk about this before, that he was working on this before he became the head of DC, and then he just found a way to put it into his universe. So it's good.
I just love the way how he said
timing,
it. I love how the way he said it. Yo, I had a great CEO. It was me. I greenlit my own. So okay, so our dick stroking contest going up.
Yeah, that whole sentence made me cringe.
A whole deck of basically it's an EPK that's went out. It's an electronic press kit that has all of the like behind the scenes stuff from the making the show, and some of that stuff's priceless, I think. And it'll be a special feature on the disc when it comes out.
It still feels like a very bold move to start off your universe officially with an animated series.
But I'm not going to throw shade at animated series because they're not second-class citizens in my mind.
I'm an animated junkie. Like I've watched like pretty much all of the DC animated movies. I can list off I can list off by memory most cartoons from like mid 2000s to like the 1980s.
Mm. But I do think she could have waited to release this after Superman.
Yes, that is my point exactly. Start off with your flagship, not the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen 2. I love that movie, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't a box office success.
I think it's more or less he's trying not to, with these first 4 or 5 projects, 6 projects, whatever we've got going on right now. He's, at least in the setup, everything kind of, this one leads into Superman. And then Superman leads into what's after Peacemaker Season 2. And then Peacemaker Season 2 leads into Lanterns. And then Lanterns and Supergirl kind of happen at the same time. And so initially, I don't think he's moving all over the map as far as the different eras of the DCU that he's going to cover, or they're going to cover. So,
well, I think it's like, I don't think it's.
I just want to say the release date. It's December 5th for the release date. Go ahead, DL.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, December 5th. And I definitely watch that. But I don't think it's so much we're worried about like how he's going all over the place with the timeline. I think it's just like first impressions, So it's like, our first, exposure to DC when it's kind of weird because like when he first was talking about it, it was a bit confusing because like he's saying that Superman is like officially the first the first thing of the DCU, but Creature Commandos is coming out before then. So
he said like, oh, Blue Beetle is the first of the DCU. Blue Beetle flops. Blue Beetle is
his character is the first of DCU, but not his movie.
This movie is the first of the DCU. This movie flops. No, it's not the first of the DCU.
The point is kind of that, like, whatever. I don't know. I think there's too much emphasis on what is or what was, because I mean, if you don't know what to expect, you've seen Peacemaker, you've seen Suicide Squad, right?
Yep.
You've seen the 3 Guardians of the Galaxy movies and the holiday special. I know what to expect.
I will say this, him
more of that.
I will say this, him doing this animated project. I love Creature Commandos because I read Weird War Tales, and I think this is a easier way for him to introduce characters that are going to be in live action movies. I think without spending $1 billion just to put all these characters, they will be making cameos, and you'll get a sense of who these characters are through this Creature Commandos. Because it's going to be.
I think it's a brilliant move.
Yeah.
A lot of people are insisting that it's its own thing. It stands alone. Oh, it certainly doesn't. And
well, I think it's
from where I sit, it's just a massive.
Or like because we don't know what the story is going to be, but obviously,
all I remember from the trailer is
it could be. It could be. No,
it's a huge lore dump. It's just it's super Easter eggy if you know what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Though going back to what you said, that we pretty much could have an idea of how James Gunn's DCU is going to go because of Suicide Squad and Peacemaker, and even to an extent Guardians. But I think that's why I think it's more important for Superman to be the first thing we see, because Superman, we're not expecting it to feel the exact same as the previous work that he's done because of how important the character is and how different the character is. And so I feel like with Superman, there's probably be a couple of things from James Gunn we were to expect, but we're also going to be watching with a close eye to see if he's able to stick to the spirit and essence of what Superman is, and like the tone, the structure, how how his world is, because that's going to be the most different project he's ever done. So
if if you guys are want to know the tone he's going for, I know I say this all the time, and I'm not trying to gatekeep. There are works that he's referenced that will basically give you the tone he's going for. Superman for all seasons, and All-Star Superman. So if you can find them in paperback for cheap, or you can hit me up for a link to read them online. It'll give you what the tone he's going for.
The picture of him and Crypto looking at Earth is pretty much says it all.
A boy and his dog.
I hope he can pull it off. I really don't want to hear wiener and fart jokes out of Superman.
Do you really think he's going to?
That's what we have Guy Gardner for.
And that's it. Not out of a Superman movie, please.
No.
That's why I'm saying it's very important, that James Gunn, gets it right. And like I said, this is a character that he's never done before. Like his other stuff feels somewhere in line to what James Gunn's style is, but Superman is probably the most different from his style. So hopefully he's able to mix.
I'm very confident because I'm very confident because I'm not
anything that you think you would expect from James Gunn is what you're going to get.
And I have no doubt, by the way, when I say this, I'm so excited for Superman. You have no idea. Like I'm not worried about it, but it's just like it is something to keep in the back of our minds, like being used to James Gunn's style for so long. And that's why it was surprising at first when he said he was going to direct it and write it himself. And I'm like, oh. Okay.
Yeah, he was always writing it. The directing thing wasn't until the other deals were sealed.
I'm very confident.
We were talking about this before the stream. Like the facts were, as soon as he gets fired from Marvel, then he immediately gets hired by DC. He gets his pick of projects. He goes with Suicide Squad, but he's agreed to write Superman. And then all these other projects, this, Peacemaker, and Waller, all spin out of that. So they were all intended to be connected anyway. Yeah. Whether they were going to continue with because this was all under Toby Emmerich. So if they were going to continue under him, who would have played these characters? Who knows?
Yeah. All right. Next slide. It's continuing with today's news. James Gunn confirms multiple R-rated projects are being developed at DC Studios. One that comes to mind will probably Swamp Thing and probably the Booster Gold project.
The Huntress.
A rated R Booster Gold?
Yeah, why not? Booster
Gold is a TV show, and it will be TVMA.
Yep.
Well, I think this is great because, as I've said many times, I think a cinematic universe can thrive when you're able to have different tones and different stuff that appeals to different demographics. Some that could appeal to families, some that appeals to adults, some that appeals to kids, all that stuff. So I'm excited to see that they're not shying away from having projects that are rated R. So
Lanterns is TVMA.
Ooh.
Lanterns is hard TVMA.
Nice.
Source.
That's interesting.
Source me.
Oh, you think it's going to be TVMA?
No, I know it's going to be TVMA.
How do you know it's going to be TVMA?
I'm not going to tell you that. Trust me, bro.
Trust you, bro. Okay.
Oh my God. Where's Max? Trust me, bro.
John Stewart has when they get to this town to investigate this murder that has implications for the greater DCU. John Stewart has an affair with the villain's wife, and until John Stewart gets to this town, she's the only person of color there. And this guy's in a cult, and there's a conspiracy involving aliens and mystical places.
I would
It's
love
all
to
about
know
magical
where he got
realism.
all this information from.
And Hal Jordan's a poonhound too. He gets he's banging the sheriff of the town. Now, I don't know where
What
Carol
in
Ferris.
the world?
I don't know where Carol Ferris fits into all this, but I believe she does equate somewhere.
She's
Hold
probably
on.
a hooker.
Bruce,
No,
Hey,
leave
Bruce.
Star Sapphire alone. Yes.
can you
Lanterns is effectively the spiritual sequel to
play the
HBO's
clip?
Watchmen.
I DM'd you.
You DM me?
Play the clip I just DM'd you.
I will agree with Jeffrey Sato. I was fully surprised by how he made Polka Dot Man cool. Technically, that wasn't actually Polka Dot Man because that's not Polka Dot Man's powers, but he still did a cool job with that character.
Well, I want to. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Is it up? Wait, did it go up? Oh. What the hell? Why is it acting like this?
Excuse me? Who's your source, Eddie? I don't have a source per se, but I have a hunch.
That's exactly what that is.
I have faith in Degrassi. Degrassi has been right on so many.
I'm not pulling this shit out of my ass. I'm not making it up to entertain you. It's just what I know. Some people know how I know, and some people know, and some people don't.
Sources says. Okay.
Can't
You
give
can eat
sources.
shit, Dial. That's all I gotta say.
Oh, come on, guys.
Yeah, we don't need no sauces.
We'll see. We'll see when the show comes out, and you're fucking crying about it.
Okay. Whatever you say.
All right, guys, come on.
Okay, moving on.
Next up, James Gunn said everything in Peacemaker season 1 is canon to the DCU except the Justice League. We will kind of deal with that in the next season.
This is the stuff I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, because didn't you initially say that season 1 isn't canon at all?
Honestly, I'm not sure which is worse. Saying season 1 isn't canon, but season 2 will be. Okay. Or yeah, season 1's not in the DCU, but season 2's in the DCU. Okay, confusing. But now season 1's in the DCU, except for these handful of characters in this one scene.
Okay, and then here's the question about that, because like if everything in season 1 except the Justice League cameo at the end is canon, then does that mean that the Suicide Squad is canon? Because the Suicide Squad leads into the events of season 1. So what does that mean?
Yeah.
I believe the second Suicide Squad movie is canon. It has to be, because you can't have Peacemaker without having Suicide Squad. You can't have Suicide Squad without Peacemaker. So
also, if Rick Flag Sr. is going to be in this too, I assume that he'll have ties to his son that got killed by Peacemaker, right? What other reason why Rick Flag Sr. would be in this?
That's why Suicide Squad and Peacemaker are both canon.
Just give me a definitive. This is where the line starts, because he's been doing this the entire year, and it's annoying.
Yeah, there's no reason for you not to be clear at this point. Just lay it out. What is canon and what is not. You don't have to hide stuff anymore.
What else did he say after this, Bruce? Did he say that things are mentioned that you may have seen before?
Yes.
And then whatever universe it's from, however you put that together in your brain, and then that's canon.
Does he not understand how fans work? Because
when
they want to binge watch movies,
like, here's mud in your eye.
When they want to binge watch movies, they want to binge watch them in order. I mean, Marvel's a great example of that. People will have sat down and put together the Marvel timeline, starting from Captain America: First Avenger, and what you watch from there.
That's
like how to catch it, how to catch it in in canon order.
I mean, Disney Plus does that. They have a section where you watch everything in chronological order.
Chronological,
So,
thank you. That's what I was looking for.
If it makes money,
so
it's
it's
canon.
like,
If it bombs, it's not.
Exactly.
so
Pretty
if
much
this
it.
is
I mean,
Yeah.
nailed it.
Nailed
so
it.
if all this is canon, technically the first installment of the DCU was the Suicide Squad.
10 points to Gryffindor for Retrell.
Yeah, effectively, whatever you want to call it, the James Gunn DC universe started with the Suicide Squad. But there very
Which
well may be
I
events
personally
that
have an
took
issue with because I
place
love the Suicide
before
Squad.
that.
Sorry, Mama Bear. But
Even
You
then,
know,
that's
that
that
are
ugly
referenced.
gray line because he uses the same actors and the same characters from the DCEU Suicide Squad.
yeah, and then you have
Mind blown.
actors that playing more than one character, like Nathan Fillion played TDK,
Michael
and now
Rooker.
he's Guy Gardner. So
Yeah,
Alan Tudyk. Who else? But like nobody's crying about Natasha Lyonne doing it in the Marvel universe. Wait, the girl in the Fantastic Four sounds just like the girl in What If.
I'll guarantee you
What's
there'll
going
be somebody
on?
pissed off about it.
Oh, there are. But trust me. This doesn't make any sense.
I've made no
does it
secret.
matter?
I'm hesitant over Mr. Fantastico in his porn stash.
Mr. Fantastico, Senior Fantastico, Senior Fantastico.
But I think with everything that's been put out on Twitter, with all the wrong scoops, and James Gunn having to come out and correct people over the past year, 2 years, I think everything he's doing now is just trolling people and pissing people off, and he's all for it. I'm all for it.
That's what he's been doing since he got the big boy seat. He's been trolling the fans, and that's not what I want to see out of a CEO. That's my hesitation about his entire universe.
It's understandable.
Yeah. All right. Next up, Batman projects are moving forward according to James Gunn. Right now, we're moving forward with Brave and the Bold. That's happening right now. And Matt is writing Batman 2, and that's happening right now.
Here we go.
This is going to... Ooh, 2 separate Batman?
Yeah, the Battle of the Batmans.
I thought we couldn't have that at the
Batmans.
same time. It would confuse people.
Does it though? Airs more Batman
never
movies than
did.
needed.
It never, like for a
don't
lot
think
of us,
so.
it never did. I mean, we saw Superman Returns, and then we saw I'm
Batman
going to
Begins?
say the wrong one. Then we saw him again as Adam.
Oh, the Atom.
And
Yeah.
the Atom. And even in that universe, in the Arrowverse, we saw him both as Superman and the Atom, and we were okay with that.
Which,
We were not confused.
Go ahead,
in the image
DeGrassi.
on my left, the comic, the covers up Frank Quietly. That
Yes.
Frank Quietly art, is that Bruce Wayne or Dick Grayson?
That's Dick Grayson. Dick Grayson will be Batman in the DCU.
Again, can
Please tell
I
me you're
ask
trolling.
you your sources, please?
No, because this image that James Gunn, when he introduced the Brave and the Bold, he specifically picked this image. This is the point where Batman is presumed dead, and Robin is being trained and getting to know Dick, and this would stop people from. I guess it would stop it from having 2 Bruces at the same time. So you have Bruce
so you're
and
going off of
Bruce
a
and
hunch.
Never
Elf-
have enough Bruces.
You're going off
Elsewhere.
of a hunch.
It's a picture. Why would he pick a picture of Dick Grayson as Batman to introduce the Brave and the Bold?
Well, because he knows the casuals that have not read this comic are just assuming that is Bruce Wayne. So
You don't think he picked this specifically because he's intending to put
you
Dick
could be
Grayson?
right. This could be an Easter egg to where the story could eventually go. I'm not putting it past him that he would eventually make Dick Grayson Batman, but I think starting out, like, I don't think he will start out with Dick Grayson as Batman.
I think it solves the
honestly,
problem.
I'm looking forward to the angry tweets of "I didn't show up for Dick."
I think this solves the problem of having two Bruce Waynes, and
there's really only two ways they can go with it. They make somebody else Batman while Bruce Wayne is presumed dead or missing, skipping through time.
Yes.
Whatever.
They don't have the balls to kill off Bruce Wayne. They don't.
And then, or they bring Pattinson over with like little to no explanation. They don't need to explain it. No. It's just the same actor, right? Mm-hmm. He'll have a different suit. Personally, I think the way he plays Batman would fit in really well because there's a sense of humor in that Batman, and I think it would be fitting for Gunn's DCU. But yeah, what do I know? Right?
If they bring in Pattinson, I only have one request: is that they finally teach Bruce Spanish. He shouldn't have missed that in the movie.
But I if you know that run of Batman and Robin where Bruce is missing, that was such a great run, and having Dick Grayson as Batman, it was finally seeing him take the mantle was amazing, and this would solve the problem of having to figure out this Bruce over here, but this Bruce over there. But then you can say that the Batman stories are actually Bruce Wayne's origin, and then bring Pattinson in later on into the
I don't know how many years.
They're not going to do that.
I know the JSA is referenced in Superman. I don't know how many years superheroes have been a known quantity in the DCU at this point. So,
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I do think that does fix the two Batman going at the same time problem. Like, you know, distinctly we know this is Dick, and then the other one is Bruce. But you know, I do want to see that story. I think it'd be cool to see him take on the mantle. I just don't think they're going to start it out that way because I don't think the audience is ready to see that. I don't.
Yeah. But I hope the audience is ready for Wally West Flash.
Again, that's animation. We're not talking about theatrical release films. That's a completely different thing. That's a completely different beast.
I'm not talking about animation. I'm talking about a Wally West Flash in live action. The potential for that.
Yeah.
Well,
and Wally West is the more popular Flash. Just going to throw that out there. He has always been more popular.
That's 100% true.
It has 100%. Always been more popular than Barry. Barry has been a boring character. That's
why Wally was the one from the animated series.
Yeah, he was in Justice League Unlimited. Michael Rosenbaum voiced him.
Yep.
Oh man, wouldn't that be awesome if Gunn cast his buddy Michael Rosenbaum as the DCU's Wally West?
That would be great.
He would be significantly older than the rest of the cast, though.
Yeah.
I would like to see Wally West in live action because I'm tired of Barry Allen. I really am. So you will not get any qualms from me.
All right, what we got next? James Gunn states Lanterns will release around the same time as Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. We'll see when it comes out, but Lanterns and Supergirl are around the same time.
Wow.
Michael Rosenbaum's younger than Kyle Chandler, right? Hal Jordan.
That's true.
But Wally West is supposed to be one of the younger Flashes.
Yeah, he's the modern age Flash. He was the Teen Titan, and then he was the Flash. And then he wasn't.
He is 52.
So he's 5 years younger than Kyle Chandler.
And everyone's running around saying Kyle Chandler's too old.
Well, that's the point. They want an older Hal Jordan. Like, that's the story.
I know they want an older Hal Jordan.
They,
I mean,
we've got
you
an
can't
older
give
Hal
Hal and
Jordan. They're past want or need.
you can't have Hal and John at the same age.
Yeah, that can't be. That
Both of them dudes tearing through they're just poon hounds in that show.
And I'm just
Moonhounds, I
grateful.
say.
I'm just grateful they went with somebody that's old enough. I don't feel awkward crushing on them. So for John,
And he's a great actor too. And I
yes,
just
Yes.
wonder if this. I'm trying to look for a line on the odds.
I loved him in Krypton, and his
Krypton was
character in
great.
Krypton could really be mirrored to how I could see him playing John. So looking forward to this.
Was he Devem?
Yes, he was Dev M.
Yeah, that's a Legion character. That's cool.
Yeah,
Devem was a Daxamite, I think, if I'm remembering correctly.
I think so.
Yeah, yes, I believe so. Just like Mon-El.
Yeah,
Mon-El is back in the comic books, guys. Mon-El is
that's
back.
crazy.
I know.
During Zero, Kurt Busiek wrote had a run when they changed his origin and everything around, where he basically became the post-crisis Superboy, and then 0 Hour switched all of that back. But there was a run, a short little arc around 0 Hour, and when the book was called Valor, when Mon-El was Valor.
Yes,
and it's one of the great unsung crossover story arcs of the mid '90s. I need to dig those up.
No, I see King saying a lot of people know GL because of the animated series GL show. I think a lot of the modern fans, or at least the older ones, also know them from the Justice League TV series. And I think that's what you meant because that's where Jon Stewart is. The Green Lantern show had Hal Jordan, but Jon Stewart is by far my favorite, ship of the DC.
He's the most complex character, Green Lantern, more so than Hal has ever been.
And I think that's why he's a huge fan favorite, is because we got to see a more complex story from him than we have with Hal.
Yep.
Yeah.
He grabbed me with Jim Starlin and Mike Mignola's Cosmic Odyssey, their 4-issue prestige series, and it was like 85 or something like that. Just a beautiful book. And I mean, Jon Stewart's effectively the main character of that book.
Here is the modern iteration of Mon-El. He's like the savior in the Phantom Zone. But apparently they're becoming solid in the Phantom Zone.
They brought the Time Trapper back too, didn't they?
Yep.
Yeah, right. So he's in Clark's on Krypton, and I liked that quote. My dad's Willy Wonka. Because we learn more about Jor-El, and he's not really. I mean, he's a scientific genius, but he's more like Rand Peltzer in Gremlins than
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. Next up, Kevin Smith says the sequel to Dogma is in the works with Ben Affleck and Matt Damon returning. Fans have been waiting for this for so long. He has finally got the rights back from the Weinstein. And yep. So we will be getting a Dogma 2. A lot of people are happy for this.
Yeah.
Getting the 4K, getting the theatrical re-release, 4K Blu-ray, new 4K Blu-ray, a new comic series, new toys.
It's a shame it's like a year or two too late to get all of the characters back.
Yeah. Well, hopefully he finds a fitting replacement for Metatron.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he'll be super clever about it.
I mean, Cass Cumberbatch, he can do the voice very well.
Yeah,
so
that would be good. That's a good suggestion.
He does that voice too well. It's kind of funny.
My Dogma VHS is worthless now.
It's going to be
streaming.
No, not yet. It's going to be at Paramount and Miramax.
Okay, I have.
If you've ever seen any of Mike Allred did a bunch of storyboards for Dogma when it was in pre-production, and there was actually going to be a huge battle between heaven and earth, and like those storyboards are just epic. And I hope he gets enough money to be able to pull some of that stuff off.
I think he will, because Kevin Smith has done a lot, and he has a lot of friends in Hollywood and a lot of people willing to back his projects.
Yep.
And he'll pull it off. There's no way he won't pull off Dogma 2.
I'm gonna head to bed, guys.
All right, thank you, DL. Have a good night and congratulations once again.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, yeah, congratulations, DL.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
This one has me more excited than the Mallrats, the new Mallrats, and then there was a new Jay and Silent Bob movie, and I can't remember the name of it. Was on the tip of my tongue, the name of the script, and I can't remember. It was Jay and Bob do something. I know they were going to end up in hell because the Golgothan was going to return, so I assume that might get folded into Dogma 2.
I'm gonna head out too also. So you guys have a good
Blue
one.
Jay.
Take it easy, Blue Jay.
Yep, you guys have a good night. And I'll see you then.
All right, bye-bye.
But yeah, I have a personal bias with pretty much anything Kevin Smith related.
My favorite theme from any Kevin Smith movie will be from Clerks 2 with Kelly and the Stud.
Yeah, that's
a guy's
hilarious.
name too.
Dude, the 430 movie is great.
Mm-hmm.
Really captured the kind of like where felt a little bit like Clerks in a way. You know, it was nostalgia bait for me.
Yeah.
He hasn't really ever made a movie that I didn't like in some capacity. I know there's a script for Red State 2, which Red State was completely out of left field. Have you ever seen Red State? Yeah, it's hard to find right now, but we'll be getting it again soon. It's another one that the rights have finally been cleared up. And
because I was just looking for Clerks 3 to stream because I haven't seen it yet. And it's not streaming anywhere. You have to.
It's supposed to be real soon. I know that much.
Because you can rent it on Apple TV and Stars. You can rent it.
Yeah, I know you can rent it, but I thought I just.
Oh, it's on Stars. Stars.
It just came across an MGM Plus. No, not MGM Plus. Stars. That's right. Stars. Yeah.
It's on Stars.
Stars on.
And the Roku channel if you have Roku. All right, and next up, Jude Law has revealed a new script for Sherlock Holmes 3 now exists. There's a great will to make it, and a great will amongst us all to get it right to do it. I don't know how this is gonna fit into him being doomed for the next 20 years.
I just want to address Kingsport Cow real quick. If you like Tusk, Kingsport Cow, check out VHS Beyond on Shudder. There's a segment directed by Justin Long and is written and directed by Justin Long and his brother that takes place in the Tusk universe. The what's it called? The something. There's a name for it. Kevin Smith's got a name for it. Moose Jaws, Tusk, this short. He's got a movie that he's been attempting to make forever called Moose Jaws, which is Jaws, it's called Moose Jaws, but it's basically a remake of Jaws, but it's a moose, like in the forest. And the script is just a fucking banger. But like, and the Yoga Hosers, like he's got there's this other universe that kind of exists adjacent to the View Askew universe, right? And they cross over and mingle, but they are two distinctly different universes. And it's shit's, I don't know. That's Kevin, man. We go way back.
Nice. But this this Sherlock Holmes. I like the second one. The first one was kind of boring for me. I enjoyed the second one.
I love him as Sherlock Holmes. I love both him and Benedict for different reasons.
Yeah.
You guys I know you hear me say that a lot with multiple character actors, but or multiple actors to one character. I think he did a really good job with Sherlock. So, and I'm excited to see the third one.
This works for me. I watch it, so I'm happy for this. And what do we have left?
Are those Fox movies? Those are Fox movies, aren't they?
I think so.
Yeah.
Are you going to watch Mama Bear? Are you going to watch Watson in next year on CBS?
I struggled with Watson because I caught one episode, and in the episode, it just happened to be like the perfect timing of it. He's rambling off something, and she's like, "You knew all that?" And he's like, "No, I Googled it. I can't know everything." I'm like, "That's not Sherlock."
Jeez.
That one line turned me off the entire series.
I've never seen
it. Yeah, it doesn't premiere here until next month. The new one with what's his name? Morse Chestnut is Watson.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Medical drama.
I was thinking the one with Lucy Liu. Okay.
Oh yeah, no, that one. Yeah, no, this is a whole.
No.
Oh, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, no, this is a whole new.
I will check it out. I love this. I love the series itself. I binge read it when I was pregnant, along with like a dozen of their books. But
I think the Lucy Liu one was Elementary.
Elementary. That might.
Yeah, that was it with her and Johnny Lee Miller, right?
That didn't last too long, did that?
Dude, that is not approved.
It lasted longer than I thought it would.
Oh.
No, it's like my stepfather loves it. And he's also a Holmes fan, but that one line just turned me off the entire series.
I Googled it. Jeez. All right, and the final slide of tonight, Dan Aykroyd said he doesn't expect to star in another Ghostbusters film ever again. I think probably they're going to move on to advancing it beyond the originals, which they should. I think the cast for the current Ghostbusters, it can stand on its own. They don't need to keep bringing back the original cast for cameos.
I mean, the really of the original remaining three that I really only want to see in the suit is Winston, because despite the fact he's the oldest of the three of them, he's aged like a whole 5 minutes from the second movie.
Yeah, he looks great. He's in great shape.
He looks like he could still do it.
Yeah, because the rest of them look like they're about to I'm sorry to say this, but one foot in the grave.
I love Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd. But
Ernie Hudson.
Bill Murray looks like somebody left the heat on in the wax museum.
Dan Aykroyd's got that show on what is it, on the History Channel?
Mm-hmm.
He has a show on History?
Yeah, he's got a like a supernatural, unexplained type show on the History Channel.
Interesting. The only time I see Dan Aykroyd is when he pops up on SNL once in a while.
Yeah, what's this show called? I just saw a commercial for it the other day.
I got roasted.
Where he does his usual thing.
Love Dan Aykroyd, though. I've been a huge fan of his since way back.
Yeah, Dan Aykroyd.
I mean, my dad was both a Saturday Night Live fan and a SCTV fan. So I got to see a lot of those like classic actors.
He is 78 years old.
Dan Aykroyd actually has a winery up in the Niagara region.
Ernie Hudson. He has a winery?
Yeah, he's got that wine. He's got the skull, the Crystal Skull vodka.
I didn't know that was his.
Yeah. And he started it. But he's the one who first started putting it in those Crystal Skulls.
I actually bought my ex-husband a Crystal Skull vodka right before we got right when we got divorced. That way he could actually get some skull when he wanted.
We're looking at a we're looking at
He didn't have humor in it. He still took it.
Okay.
at a tequila company right now that's for sale. That's located in Baja. We'll see how that goes.
Yes, yeah. So I think that is it. What else? That's it. So make sure you subscribe if you're watching the rewind. Please like the video. You can find me if you want to message me on Kingdom of Nerds _ Instagram at Brucifer_1 on X and Kingdom of Nerds on Blue Sky. So what? I'm going on Blue Sky. Everybody's
I'm
over there.
laughing at King.
My Blue Sky's kind of my Blue Sky's working for me right now. So
I only got 10 followers. I gotta post more.
I'm up over 70, and I got some heavy hitters. And
nice.
Flavor Flav giving me shout out. And
nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna be hanging as far as any kind of socials go. That's where I'm gonna be hanging out for the most part because I'm having fun over there. It's just a totally different vibe.
You know, I see people referencing so many certain material that was reported over the last couple of weeks, and look how many people are reporting stuff. I'm glad people are getting that stuff off the platform because it's still on X.
Yeah. It's definitely you're not being forced to go there. You're not being forced to block anybody, but it's the controls are so. The only other word I have for it is granular.
Yeah, I'll admit I only found about Blue Sky like this weekend. Like up until recently, like even when I first heard about it, I thought they were referring to it. See, it's a grocery store that I hit regularly, so I'm confused why everyone's talking about a grocery store that's like, and it's not a chain to my knowledge.
Like the thing about the way that the protocol that it runs on, the stack that it's built upon, is totally different than the other social. Well, it's got Mastodon. It's kind of there's a couple other ones that are kind of like it, but it's basically Twitter, but it's more user friendly. There's no algorithm that populates your feed with what it thinks you want to see. You see the people that you follow, right, in the order that they're posting. Right. Yeah. And like you can like whatever you want, but likes don't, like in every other social media platform, likes stoke the algorithm. Right.
Yeah.
In this one, all you're doing is telling the person that you like their post. How wholesome is that? The only way to engage is to repost, is to share. Right. That's really the only way to like farm engagement, I guess, for lack of a better term, is just you find your people, you follow them, you hope they follow you back, and you go from there. And it's just about everybody's trying not to shit on everybody. Everybody's trying to let everybody like what they like and dislike what they dislike, and then moving on. Everybody's just trying to have a good time. And the place is being accused of being an echo chamber, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. I live in the real world, which isn't an echo chamber. I live in the American South. Everywhere I go, there's no echo chamber here. So if I can go someplace on the internet that is, where the other thing you can do is, you can customize your feed. You can build multiple feeds and customize those where you only see precisely what you want to see. And I can't say enough about it.
Because I have on my feed, I have what my friends are posting. I have news, I have entertainment, and you could pick the stuff you don't want to see. If I didn't want to see news on my feed, I could just click a box and you won't get the world news and you won't get bombarded by stuff like that.
It's I don't know. I like it. Everybody seems to be. Yeah, I got 73 followers now.
Nice. I got to
not bad
interacting more. I got 10.
The chats. Looks like you can do media on the chat. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, like if you posted your comics and shit, all your tag it with comics, comic book, CGC, whatever. Your shit will blow up because people are desperate to just kind of, if you want, whatever you want politics, you want the people, you want your people that you were following on Twitter, follow them all because everybody's coming over.
Yeah, because what I realized is X is not very comic book friendly type of platform. It really
not anymore, and it hasn't been for a long time, man.
I get more engaged. I get more engagement on Instagram with my posting of my comics and posts than I do on X.
And the starter packs are great. The moderation lists are great, and then now you've got people like Mike Flint, writer director Mike Flanagan, building out lists and stuff for the horror community and different groups of screenwriters building out lists for if you want to basically building a screenwriting course on this social media platform for people that would know how, the people that have done it. And in the age of the death of expertise, that's priceless to me. It's free. It will always be free. They are taught there will be a paid version at some point with premium features. So you'll eventually be able to live stream from there.
Oh,
I think there's a 300 character limit. You can do a minute of video right now. Used to not be able to even do that. GIFs. I don't know. It's becoming a suitable successor to Twitter for me because I never really used my Twitter for anything but to communicate with.
Yeah, and I don't do the whole streaming on Twitter thing because most of those people will watch the stream on X and never come over to YouTube and subscribe anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So, you're not getting that many views on Twitter as a YouTuber anyway.
I just reposted your. I can't call it a skeet. I can't say I reskeeted.
Reskeeted.
Or hey, did you read my most recent skeet?
It's called skeets. Skeet. I'm gonna skeet all day, guys. Skeet.
Yeah. What have you been doing? I've been skeeting all day. Skeeting everywhere. Skeeted in the bathroom. Skeeted in the kitchen. Skeeted in the media room. But yeah, so and people are proposing their own. Like I've heard bleat, which is funny because that's what goats bleat? Isn't that the noise they make? Bleat.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like I said, it's just a lot of fun. Everybody's and the block lists are just hilarious because just to be able to block a bunch of MAGA freaks like en masse.
There you go. There's a link. I found the link. Yay!
Yay!
Now I'm gonna create a banner with it because I'll forget it.
Yeah, get you an avatar picture. Get you a picture on there.
Oh, I can do avatar picture. Oh,
yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, it basically works just like Twitter. But the great thing is, you see your at brucifer.bsky.social.
Yeah.
That you could change that to anything really, as long as you have a DNS to match. Like if you have a website, like you could make your handle a link to your YouTube channel, right?
Oh.
Like say NPR's handle is npr.org, right? So it's kind of a self-verifying mechanism, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna have to
even if you have an alias, a pen name, nom de plume, a pseudonym, whatever you got going on, like I do, That
Yes.
you know, that kind of even verifies your, you know, your you know, only thing fake about me is my name. So yeah, so it's even a form of self-verification, because as soon as anybody is gets caught impersonating anyone, they get reported and locked out immediately.
Oh, really?
The trust and safety on this platform, like I understand that the some people that think differently than I do say, well, that's Orwellian and that's censorship. And what about my First Amendment? Right. Well, unlike the platform that they're on, Blue Sky isn't now unofficial state media, which, as far as I'm concerned, that's what Twitter, or whatever you want to call it, it's always going to be Twitter. I don't care what anyone says. And anybody that goes, you mean X? The conversation over. I'm done. I know where you land. I don't need to talk to you anymore. Right. So when you have the CEO of a social media company effectively calling himself the co-president when the actual guy hasn't even been inaugurated yet, how is that not unofficial state media?
What's your link, Degrassi? Or
you can go and pull it and put it up there, can't you?
Let me see.
I follow you, you follow me.
This is like watching myself on Discord. Oh my god. It took me 4 years to find Maki on Discord.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Here we go. Here's the Grassies. So, all right, let's get out of here. It's almost 12:30. I want to thank everybody that stuck around for the whole show. I know we started a little late. Hopefully next week we'll be back to regular scheduled time, 9 p.m. So thank you. Have a good night. Please like the video. Please subscribe. Please follow everyone on the panel. And have a good night.